Hello, and welcome back to Hack Infection and another grind episode. In this one, we will concentrate on the bursting forbidden word combinations, or combination in this case, and it will be bursting forbidden white devil, which is a level 2 battlefield of the element water. So let's get right into it. Yes, there are 6 words we will do in Bursting Forbidden before we move on to something else. Timer starto. Items, or that doesn't seem to be well. So let's set that to 0. Why didn't... 1 second. Why... Hello? Okay, now. Okay. Low population, okay. Which doesn't mean anything if the dungeon takes 10 hours. Okay, let's start with that one over there. It's another snowy area with violet color. White cherry, okay. White... Oh, what? Why did you... Oh, come on, cherry. And... Yeah, come on. There's another one. Get him! Or it. So let's get into the direction I wanted to go. Dead and dead, very good. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, there's another one coming. I saw it. Ah, how annoying, how annoying. Let's go for that one, that furthest out one. White the cherry! And then that on top on the of the dungeon. Dark Repulse. And additional opponents. I love that, I love that. And another one. If the entire, if those monsters would be running around in the entire game all the time, I wouldn't say anything. But generally, they should come out of portals and not spelunking around the map like they do. Oh! I nearly clicked that. Woo! Okay, I think we need to go in that direction over there. Nearly in the right direction. This is so nice after that Pyros fiasco. And into the dungeon at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's okay-ish. What am I doing? Farrier. I am currently thinking about how to organize the grind episodes on YouTube, and as of now I haven't released any. Well, at the time I do this recording because I am pre-producing for the future, so I guess I will order them in a way that those word combinations, let's say we take the bursting forbidden word combinations, and we will do any word combinations with the third word in alphabetical order, or in the order they are in the list, will be the order the videos will be listed. So maybe or maybe not, I don't know, because currently I number each episode gets a number in order they were recorded, and we need to go in the other direction. Shit. So I maybe change that along the way and remove the numbers of the episodes, or use a different numbering system for the grind episodes than for the story episodes. I need to think about that when I have recorded enough episodes that will last a while. Because I currently don't know when I will have so much time as I currently have to record grind videos for this game. So I need to get as much as possible done at the moment. So I don't have so much time to think about the smaller things, like how do I count those episodes, or how do I in which order I put them into the playlist and stuff. But I think it's makes sense to put the words in the order like they are in the game, which would make it easier to find certain words if you are looking for some certain words. Even though there will be a shit ton of videos, so and I'm interested to see if YouTube has a limit on how many videos you can put into a playlist. If there is, we will certainly reach that with this series. Oh, I lost speed. Come on, open up. Go, go, go. Oh, fuck. Apple. Yeah, so there's currently not much to think about this series. For example, pure water number one, because yeah, for example, the average time did go up to 23 minutes. The overall time, it didn't change anything for the overall time. It's still 1.5 years if I do nothing else in my life except playing this game. But the nice thing is, it did go down for if I do only 3 hours a day, it's only 8 years, which is nice. At the start it was, I think, 8.7 years, and now it's only 8 years, so the average did go down quite well. It helped a lot, let's say it that way. Which is still quite a house number. 8 years. Oh. I'm still a bit scared of the prospects of that. Playing this game for 8 years and grinding 99.99999% of the time. So it's a scary prospect. Very scary. Bam! And B1 is done. So let's get back there. Okay. And let's think first, talk then. I always think while talking and not before, which makes my shitty English even worse. Yeah, what I wanted to say just now was I was thinking pushing the main story to the final boss after we've done everything we can do in the forbidden and bursting word combinations, because it would be easier when I record all combinations of one type of one pair after another, instead of what we are currently doing, jumping between those different word combinations, which I personally don't like, because I need to change up my file every now and then, and it can get quite annoying, because sometimes it fucks with the formulas, and I don't want to happen that all too often. I just want to put in my data and then be done with that shit. I was thinking about simply preemptively putting in all words that there are, but even that will take many hours to just write down all of the combinations. Even that's another thing. When I think about it, write down 22,736 combinations by hand. Whoa. Scary. It's very scary. Especially if I invest the time, write everything down, be done in several months with that writing, and then stopping the game in a year or so, and all that work I put in would be for nothing, and that would that would piss me off, I think. So I'm not so sure if I should write down all combinations in the list and prepare them, basically. But I think I will do a variation of that. We will, after we done the bursting forbidden stuff, we will push the main story that far we get all words, and then I will well, then obviously we will start to finish up those word combinations we started, and after that I will do the clearing, the grinding in steps. So basically we will do one type of combination at a time, and I will prepare those. That would make sense, so that I basically add to my list every time we finish one up 28 new entries at a time, and that way I won't be suffocated by the sheer amount of data I have to put into the file. And that will also be an interesting thing to see how the browser and the spreadsheet will handle itself if it gets that big, especially at the end. Oh boy, that's something I can't wait for. Have that file completed. spreadsheet with work of over, let's say, what was the medium time? 3 to 4 years. Yeah. That will be quite something. My biggest project yet, yes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It still gives me the jitters. Oh. So, oh no, cancel. I nearly fucked that up. Just because I was filling my coffee cup. Oh, and speed, we need more speed. Yeah. This project, oi. I wonder if I will ever be saying, yeah, I'm fine now with the project and I'm not so scared of it. And the question is it a good thing that I won't be scared of it anymore, or is it better to be scared of such a large scale project? Because I think it's the same with other things in life. If you don't have the NXT about something, you approach something differently. And oh, did I go back? I did go back, and that can lead sometimes to you not enjoy stuff anymore like you did when you had the NXT. So I'm a little bit scared of that too. That I'm not. There must be another word. Oh. Curious? Does that work in this case? Well, yes, I'm obviously curious how the whole project will work out, and I'm even more curious how it will work out on YouTube, because so some part of me says, who will watch those grindy episodes? Who will do that? And if you think about it, all those it will be quite a mouthful to watch, and you can't watch it in 1 year, so yeah. it's strange. It's strange to think about it, which makes it really appealing to me in some ways to do a project someone else possibly won't do alone. And I think it would be better if it was a community project. Not only you would possibly meet people with same interests, but also it is a feast. Even though it's just a video game, and many people would think it's a giant waste of time, but it is something you choose yourself doing, and if you see it through the end, I think it says much about your character if you undertake such enormous undertaking. And I think you shouldn't be dismissive about it, because it is a video game and someone puts so much time and effort into this. Well, if you think about it, other people tune their cars, are sports fan, and put everything in sports merchandise into watching their teams play, and in the end it's not different than doing this, I think. Even though I know for a fact that there are many people who would say you can't compare playing a video game to, for example, having a hobby of tuning cars or being a sports fan or stuff like that. But in the end, it is the same. Any hobby is nothing else than wasting your time till you die. It's a dark outlook at it, but it's nothing else. Any hobby, or most hobbies that people don't help the humanity in the whole. Even though there are some, let's say, beneficial effects for certain groups. For example, if you watch those big YouTubers, many of them get comments that they helped people get over their depression or through their depression and stuff like that. I think those instances are quite good, and you shouldn't dismiss those either. And that also counts with being a fan of sports, which can help some people to get through life and with their problems they have. And let's face this. That doesn't sound quite right. Well, let's face it. Hobbies are basically a way to get away from the harsh reality that we are facing and enjoy life more. And if that means for some people do something repetitive or doing something daring or everything that works for some person should be considered be okay, unless you what's the word? Let me Google that quickly. Unless you restrict the lives of other people with your with the thing you're doing, then it's a bad thing, of course. But most people's hobbies or pastime, what's the word? Oh, come on. Before, let me write that down real quick. Okay, where was I? Yeah, most pastimes people have are not don't restrict or limit the lives of other people's or their own hobbies or their own way to waste time. So people should respect each other's ways to flee from reality or to waste time, even though some of those doesn't seem to appeal to them. You shouldn't judge. I think that's an important thing too, because hobbies or let's just call them hobbies. They are very dependent on how you lived your life in the past, what experience you made, in what surroundings you did grow up, and not everything lived under the same conditions. So you need, you must accept that people are different, have different experiences in life, and so they will have different views on things. So they will have different hobbies, and yeah, you shouldn't judge them for that. And just because you don't understand things, you shouldn't make it into a bad thing just because you can't understand it. Yeah. Well, that's quite a deep episode, I'd say. I'm sorry about that if you just came for some mindless, light-headed grinding, but sometimes I have some thought and I need to get them out, and I think those grindy episodes are a great way to get them down, because you can talk about shit while doing something that is not very well, what's the correct word in this case? Well, which needs something to make it more bearable, and talking about stuff should help it, I think. Even though I don't always have stuff to talk about, because let's face it, this series will have a shit ton of episodes, and I would to lean on the viewer to give me topics to talk about, because I only can think about so much different types of things I can talk about, and the thing is, if I don't know about something, I won't talk about that, because I don't think it is a correct thing to well, that only applies to myself, so you shouldn't take that comment now with a grain of salt. I don't think you should talk much about stuff you have no idea about. Of course, you can talk with others about stuff and say about what you think about it, even though you don't know much about it, but you should be careful, because people quickly judge certain things even though they know jack shit about them. Yeah. And in my opinion, that makes you not a bad person, but a person of questionable ethics. Okay, overrate data. And on that low note, let's end this episode. I shall thank you for watching this long, rambly episode, and maybe I didn't scare you off that much, and you will watch another episode. That would be nice. If not, no problem. Either way, have a good one, and until next time, bye, peace.